Hello, and welcome to another Try It at Home experience with the Providence Children's Museum. My name is Kenz, and I'm an AmeriCorps educator here at the museum. Today, we are going to be having fun with monoprints. So, what is a monoprint? Let's break it down. Mono is the Latin root for one, and print means transferring ink from one surface to another. So monoprint means one print. What I love about monoprints is you can be as creative as you want, and each one is unique. Now let's get started. The first step in our printmaking process is gathering our materials. So for this project, we're going to need some plastic wrap, some tape, some paper towel, some paper of various colors and various shapes if you'd like, paintbrushes, paint, and a variety of found materials. So I've gone around my house and outside to find some leaves. I have some feathers. I cut some fun shapes out of construction paper, and I have string. So we're going to use these items in our prints to create texture and shape. Before we start our printmaking process, we have to prep our work area. So because this craft can get a bit messy, we're going to lay down a piece of plastic wrap and pull it really tight. Tape the edges down like I've done here. This will ensure that you won't get any paint on places that you can't remove it from. If you have surfaces in your home that water-based paint can easily be removed from, then you can skip this step. But if you're looking for an easy cleanup, this is the way to go. Now we can get started with the printmaking process. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's begin painting. First, I'm going to take my first color, and you can just paint directly on to the cling wrap. Now, you can make whatever shapes you'd like, and you can use as many or as few colors as you like. But you want to make sure to work quickly because you want to make sure you do the print before the paint dries, or else the ink will not transfer onto the paper. You can also incorporate your found materials, like I have my leaves and stuff, to add texture, but I'll do that in a bit. Feel free to add texture like I'm doing with the paintbrush, but you can also just go in with your fingers. You don't even need to use a paintbrush if you don't want to. If you want to just finger paint, that is so much fun. Now I'm going to actually take a piece of my paper towel, and you can kind of see that it has a texture on it, so I think I'm gonna pat it down on my blue paint and kind of take it up, and it kind of gave it like a scaly pattern, which I really like, so I think I might do that again down here. And just experiment like this with your prints, have fun with it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to look like anything, it can just be abstract. Alright, I think I might put a few of my cutouts on here. Some fun shapes. And we're going to get the paper on here really soon before it dries out. So our next step is we're going to take a sheet of paper and we are going to lay it down over our paint while it is still wet. Make sure it's still wet. And then you're just gonna take your hand and rub it around. And this is to ensure that all of that paint transfers over so that your design really shows through. Alright, now we are going to lift our paper off and see what our print looks like. Oh wow, that's awesome! So we can see the texture from our paintbrush and the paper towel. We can see the shapes that I put on there, and we can see how the paint kind of spread on these flower-like shapes to make whole new shapes. So now that you have done your first print, you can hang it up to dry somewhere, and once you want to make your next print, all you have to do is, peel off your pieces that are stuck on here. And you can even reuse these. If you like the shape that they made, definitely reuse them. And then, some of this paint will be dried on, but some of it will want to come off. And we're basically cleaning off our work area of any wet paint so that we can continue printing. Alright, now that our work area is cleaned off, we can continue printing. We can make as many as you want, as many as the pieces of paper we have. Keep trying different colors, maybe different shades of paper, new found materials, new textures. Maybe even see what happens when you add some water to the paint. Really have fun and try experimenting with these monoprints. How did your monoprints come out? I would love to see them. Ask your grown-up to share them with us on Facebook or Instagram using the hashtag PCMCreates. We'll see you very soon for another Try It at Home experience. Thanks for printing with me. Bye!